Hey there, I'm King 5 meteorologist Ashley Ruiz with an extended look at your Sunday forecast. As we head into the final couple of days of March, things are about to change. We don't have bright blue skies like we did the past couple of days. We have increasing rain today, mountain snow, and then we're going to clear out and dry out for Monday. Monday's going to be just spectacular. We'll have sunshine, more clouds on Tuesday out ahead of our next system, which is set to move in on Wednesday. But let's talk about the first system. We have this front that's moving in, and it's going to spread rain over the area as the day goes on. We already have a couple of sprinkles and some rain closer to the coast, but the bulk of it is going to move over Puget Sound as we head toward about midday and into the afternoon. Over the past couple of hours, we've had rain spreading over the north coast as well as the islands, and that's going to continue to spread to the east and fill in as the day goes on. As I mentioned, we're dry Monday and Tuesday. Next system rolls in Wednesday, and then the rain tapers off on Thursday, and then we'll enter a drier weather pattern as we head into Friday and into Saturday for Easter weekend. Let's unpack the forecast. Today, it's going to be cool. Tomorrow, morning clouds, maybe a couple of sprinkles out there, and then mostly sunny. But you notice our morning lows are going to be on the cold side. So 20s, 30s, Monday morning and Tuesday morning. But then we start to warm things up a little bit by the end of the week and heading into next weekend. We may have 60s out there once again. Let's take you outside because we have some sun breaks out there, but you see the majority of us, we have gray conditions. But you see the sun trying to peek out there at Granite Falls High School camera there. And then up in Hurricane Ridge, you see some poor visibility and then seeing some of that snow melt. But once again, we have some snow headed to our mountains, including all of our passes. Once again, let's take you outside. You see a boat over Elliott Bay and Puget Sound. We have generally dry skies at the moment, but once again, as the day goes on, our rain chances will ramp up, and it will be locally breezy, especially through the strait as we get westerly winds, and the rest of us generally southwesterly winds with temperatures topping out only in the 40s for most of us. Overnight, as we dry things out, clear out, temperatures are going to tank into the 20s, mid and upper 20s to the south, low and mid 30s pretty much everywhere. Now away from the water, we'll have some of the 20s. So tomorrow morning is going to be very cold. Monday, we're going to heat things up, but still below normal. Sunshine, really going to be a treat out there. So 40s and 50s, low and mid 50s for much of Puget Sound from about Central Sound southward, as well as the Cascade foothills. Let's talk about the timing of the rain, then we'll move ahead to Wednesday and even talk about the mountains. This is later this morning. You see by about noon, 1 o'clock, a lot of the rain will start to spread over at least the Central and North Sound. And you see up in the mountains, we have some snow. It's not going to be all too heavy, but this rain is going to spread to the east, filling in by the afternoon. So mid, maybe late afternoon, the bulk of it will already be over Puget Sound and along and east of I-5. Then you see closer to the coast, we have clearing as this front moves in and sends us some drier and cooler air. Here's around 5, 6, 7 o'clock. We have steady snow falling up in the mountains. Sun breaks for a good bit of the area, but we'll likely have some convergence setting up. So we'll get those winds from through the strait, coming through the inlet, as well as wrapping around the Olympics to the south. And then we'll get that convergence zone setting up and firing up later this evening. It doesn't appear as though it's going to be all too strong. Initially, it was looking likely that it would just dump a good amount of snow at the Cascade or the Cascade passes, so Snoqualmie and Stevens Pass, and that's still a possibility. But a lot of this moisture is going to clear the area, and the convergence zone really looks to fire up maybe southern Snohomish County down to Pierce County. You see that there. That's Sunday night, and then we're drying things out tomorrow morning. But we may have some fog or some low clouds to start the day, and that's going to clear. We'll have high pressure building once again. Through tomorrow, or I should say through tomorrow morning, really. I know it says through Tuesday night, but we're not going to have any precipitation by then. Rain totals very, very minimal. So 1/10 of an inch, maybe up to 3/10 of an inch on average. The convergence zone could get a little more than that. Now let's talk about the mountains. Taking you up to Snoqualmie Pass, and it's pretty quiet, at least for now. You see the chairlifts are running, and for the Cascade Passes today, more so in the back half of the day, as we start to get that front moving in and snow levels come down, we'll get increasing snow. On Monday, to start, at least, we'll have maybe some low clouds, some snowflakes, just some maybe a light dusting out there. Most of the snow will be over, but then by the afternoon, we'll have sunshine. Into Tuesday, more clouds, and then snow levels come up, but then they're going to start to come down. So Wednesday, still about pass level, but the bulk of the snow will likely fall above that. So Stevens Pass, the higher passes. And again, I'll show you. But today, snow levels will be about maybe 2,500 feet, 3,000 feet, and then they drop to about 1,000 feet tonight. But once again, most of the moisture will be out of here by tonight, overnight, and into our Monday. By Wednesday, that's when our next system rolls in, and it's going to be a stronger system. Through or with this first system, snow totals on average maybe 2 to 5 up in the mountains, so not all too impressive. Again, there's just not a lot of moisture for this system to work with. Wednesday is a different situation. We're going to have this low dropping down from the Gulf of Alaska, and it's going to spread rain over the area. You see, watch how it spins, and you'll notice this is that low going to send all of that rain. Here's Wednesday afternoon, and then eventually it moves inland, and then our rain will start to taper off, depending on the track of the low ultimately. But Thursday will be more of that drier day, so we'll start off with rain, and then it's going to switch to showers. By Friday, things appear to be on the drier side, though we could get a couple of light showers, maybe to the north Friday. But then Saturday, Sunday, for now, look to be generally on the dry side as we get more ridging building. So Wednesday through Friday in terms of rain totals. So again, this is starting with Wednesday's system, and then as it wraps up into Friday, an additional 1/4 of an inch, maybe up to 1/2 of an inch on average for Western Washington. Some spots will be higher than that. And then Wednesday through Friday for the mountains could get an additional maybe 3 to 7 inches of snow. So we're still going to get it. It's just not going to be feet of snow and just a lot of snow for our ski resorts into the holiday weekend, but it's something. Again, here's a look at your forecast. So today, cooler, 40s, and then a little blustery. Into Monday, 40s and 50s. We'll have some mid-50s, but tomorrow going to be cold. Same for Tuesday morning, and then increasing rain and some wind on Wednesday. By Thursday, that's when things start to change. And then next weekend, we'll have partly sunny to mostly sunny skies with highs in the 50s. Beyond the 7-day forecast, and you see April 5th, April 6th, we could have highs in the lower 60s, and then we'll just drop back to where we should be this time of year, if you want to call it seasonal. That's our seasonal average, is about 57 by then. So we're not looking at any major temperature swings. We'll have some nice days in the mix as well. Remember, you can always find an extended look at your forecast as we head into the holiday week when it comes to traveling, or if you're staying here, and you can always find the latest King 5 Plus, an extended look at your forecast there, as well as king5.com and the free King 5 app, so you can take the radar on the go. You can check in with meteorologist Leah Pizzetti this evening for an update on the forecast.